Hello class, welcome to the week 1 lecture for BUAD 201 Business Writing. I want to go over a few things this week with you regarding our class, how it's going to work, reviewing the syllabus, just to kind of give you a few keys and tips on what to expect from this class since it is going to be an online class. The majority of our work will be done online. You will be completing tasks each week. And then we're also going to be meeting 3 times face-to-face at Cal State Fullerton. And we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit more detail into that once we go over the syllabus so you can have a better idea of when we're going to be meeting, where we're going to be meeting, and what we're going to be doing during these 3 sessions. So first, I just want to give you a little introduction of what to expect in this class. So we are going to be communicating quite a bit through titanium. For those of you who have not used titanium too much in depth, you will become better using titanium and the tools that it has to offer as we go week by week. So for example, I'm not just going to throw all the tools at you for you to use during week 1, like the chat room, discussion threads, recording videos, meeting with your groups, whatever it may be. I'm not just going to throw that at you all at once. I'm going to give you things a little bit at a time. This way it builds up each week. So when we learn something new, you're not going to be overwhelmed because you're really learning only one new thing for communicating in this online class each week, or maybe 2 each week. It won't be anything that's going to be too overwhelming. So what I'd like to do first is to kind of give you a little bit idea of titanium and what I'm going to be doing. So when you log into titanium and you click on the link for our class, you're going to see our class at the top where it says Fall 2017 BUAD 201. This course is for Section 50. I am teaching 2 courses, Section 50 and Section 51. But for those of you who are in Section 51, do not worry because the lectures, titanium, the syllabus, everything is the same between Section 50 and Section 51. I just record one lesson for both my BUAD 201 courses. So when you log in, you're going to see this information here at the top of the screen. Over to the right, you're going to see the contact information. That's my photo right there. That was taken about a year ago. It has my contact information there, my email address. I also put my mobile phone on there for my students. I feel it's a little bit easier for some students to communicate through text messaging, or you can even call me as well too. Just try to be considerate about the time and the hours. Try not to call me Sunday night at 10 o'clock p.m. If you want to call me during the day, in the morning, even in the early evening, that's fine as well too. But I do have my mobile phone on there. And my office hours are going to be Monday and Wednesday from 12 to 2 p.m. That is digital, meaning if you need to contact me, I will go ahead and respond during those 2 hours on Monday and Wednesday from 12 to 2 p.m. right away to you, almost as if we're face to face. Or if you want to just pick up the phone and call me, I will pick up your phone call unless I am on the other line with another student. So my contact information is going to be over there on the right. And as we continue throughout the term, I'm going to be setting up new blocks. So you can see the contact info, that's a block right here. Let me go ahead and circle this for you. So everything right here is a block. As we continue and going on throughout the term, I may add new blocks, but I'll let you know about those blocks once I do add them. So what I like to do is every once in a while, I'll post announcements. All the announcements will be posted right here. And if you click on announcements, you're going to see the first announcement, which was posted. And it just gives you a kind of background and welcome email about our course, which is beginning today. Each week is going to be a new lesson plan. So we are going to have week 1 start today on Monday, and it's going to end Sunday night at 11:55 p.m. And then week 2 will resume on that Monday morning at 12 o'clock a.m. and go until Sunday night at 11:55 p.m. and so on and so on. This way you have that entire week to complete the work and your tasks. Everything is going to be due for that week by that Sunday night. Just a word of advice, try not to wait until the last minute to complete the items and tasks for each week. If a question comes up and you're working on this Sunday night, I may be out with my family, I may be in bed where I can't take your call right away. Usually I do pick up the phone, but in some extreme cases where I'm busy or if I can't answer your call or text, you don't want to wait until the 11th hour. Try to get to everything by Tuesday, Wednesday of the week, the latest. That way you can make sure that you have enough time during the week to complete everything that you need to complete. So if you ever want to just go back to the main page of the course, you could click here and it will take you right back to the main page of the course. Here I went ahead and I uploaded our syllabus. We will be going over that in a little bit, but bear with me. First I want to go over through the basics of titanium. And right underneath we have our grading rubrics. Make sure to review these two grading rubrics. This is how you're going to be graded in our class. This is a business writing class, so you are going to be graded on your writing abilities. So for example, this first grading rubric is the class grading rubric, CLASS. Let's go ahead and open this up. I like opening items in new tabs just so I don't have to hit the back button and lose any kind of work. So this is how you're going to be graded on your writing style. So here you could see CLASS. This is where class comes into play. C stands for content case, L stands for literacy, A stands for audience, S stands for strategy, and the last S stands for style. Keep in mind, this L right here has an asterisk. And down here, you can see that literacy is a threshold category. You must earn a C in literacy to receive a passing grade on your assignment. So if we have an in-class writing assignment, I'm going to base my grading off of this rubric. So if your literacy is poor, you're going to probably get a lower grade than what you think you may get. This is why you want to make sure you run spell check, you use correct grammar. You can go into and go see a tutor in the business school. Whatever you feel you need to do to improve your literacy, this is an important part of your writing style. So even though we have 5 sections, each section doesn't equal 20%. I would say literacy is probably a good chunk of your grade, anywhere from 30 to 40% of your actual grade. So if your writing isn't up to par, it's going to count quite a bit towards your grade. So we'll get into more detail when we are going over our writing assignments. But each writing assignment, you're going to have a prompt. You're going to be reading these prompts, and you're going to have to respond to these prompts, whether it's a negative message, if it's a direct message, if it's a sales message, a persuasive message, whatever type of message it is, that's how you're going to be writing it. So for this example, for content case, an excellent content case handles all elements of the case professionally. It develops and supports ideas using well-chosen examples and creative details. Your literacy, makes virtually no grammatical errors. You want to make sure that your writing is perfect. Use spell check. Reread through your writing assignments a few times before you turn them in. But we will be going over that more in detail once we do start our first writing assignment. Your audience, who is your audience? Strategy, what kind of strategy are you using? This is where I'm going to be looking at your purpose, your effectiveness of approach. And then, of course, last but not least, we have style. This is your tone, your word choice, your clarity. When I read your message, is it easy for me to understand? Do I get what it is that you're trying to do through this? So this is the basic CLASS evaluation chart. Make sure you familiarize yourself with it and you have a good understanding of it. I'll go ahead and remind you guys as well too before our first writing assignment to make sure that you do study this and have a good idea about this. And then we have our Speaks grading rubric. This is the exact same thing as class, but it pertains to oral communication. So for your group work that you're going to be doing, you're going to have a group project assignment that you're going to have to complete with other students. And here I'm going to be looking at the Speaks, which stands for structure, personal appearance, eye contact, articulation, kinetics, and slides. This is going to be your PowerPoint. Is it an excellent structure? Does a presenter follow logical sequence, or are you jumping around? If you're jumping around from ideas to ideas, you may drop into the good section. Or if it's maybe just jumping from idea to idea. You're not really having good, consistent structure and organization. You may drop to average. So make sure you familiarize yourself with the Speaks grading rubric as well too. And here I went ahead and I inserted the information for the Cengage class registration. We're going to go into this a little bit more into detail once we go through the syllabus. That way you can see what kind of book you need to purchase. You're going to have to register for Cengage. We're going to be using a program called MindTap. And in Cengage MindTap, you're going to not only have access to the chapters of the book, but you're going to have homework to complete for each chapter. And you're going to be accessing this homework through Cengage MindTap. So it's very important that during this week, you register for our class link. And all you have to do is click on this link that you see right here. This link is specifically for my BUAD 201 Section 50 class. My Section 51 class has their own link, which is posted up here as well too. So all you're going to need to do is click on this link, and you're going to be taken to the dashboard for Cengage. And all you have to do here is, if you're a returning student, you would just put in your email and your password. Or if you're a new student, you would just create your account here. And you can see this is for the BUAD 201-50 Fall 2017 class. You should see this when you click on that link and it opens up. You should see this information. And of course, your instructor, which is my name right here, along with the dates of the, So for new students, what you will do here is you'll put your email address for your CSUF email account, and then you're going to click on Create New Account. And once you do this, it's going to go ahead and take you through the steps of logging into your Cengage MindTap, and you will have access to the book as well too. So once you create your MindTap account and you log in, it's going to look something like this. And this is where you're going to have access to the book. So Unit 1 right here, Communication Foundations, are chapters 1 through 3. So if you click on it, you're going to see the different chapters, chapter 1, 2, and 3. And on the syllabus, which we're going to be going over in a little bit, you're going to have homework assignments for each chapter. And in order to complete these homework assignments, all you need to do is, once you review chapter 1, you review our PowerPoint lecture slides for chapter 1 as well too, and you feel comfortable completing your homework assignment, you can go into chapter 1, and then you're going to see different items for you to complete. And here, if you see counts towards grade, this is your chapter 1 assignment. This is the homework that you're going to have to complete. So when you click on chapter 1 assignment, it's going to go ahead and start, and you're going to have to complete all these questions. And once you're done completing all these questions, you're going to go ahead and get your grade. So this is going to be your chapter 1 homework assignment, which actually you're going to be starting next week. You don't have to worry about it this week. This is just kind of an introduction to give you an idea of. So let's go back into titanium now. And underneath the Cengage class registration, if you ever have an issue, you need to contact them, you can do so by going online here and clicking on this link, or you can give them a call directly. So always keep that in mind. So each week, I'm going to give you your tasks to complete. So here you could see August 21st through 27th, it is going to be week 1. And what I like to do is I like to open up with a kind of welcome note to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be doing, which is what we have here, along with the tasks that you need to complete for this week. So for this week, you're going to have 5 things you need to complete by Sunday night. So let's look at task 1. I want you to read the class syllabus, and we went over on where the class syllabus is located. We're going to be going over the class syllabus as well, but I still want you to read it on your own time so you can familiarize yourself with what's due, what we're going to be doing on a weekly basis. 2, I want you to review the 2 grading rubrics and familiarize yourself with the grading standards for this course. That's the class rubric and the speaks rubric. Just make sure you have a good idea of what I'm going to be looking for your written reports and for your oral communication reports. 3, I want you to read the student quick guide on how to register for the Cengage MindTap BUAD 201 class, which is this link up here. But before you actually register, just go ahead and go through the student guide. All you need to do is click on it. It will automatically download, and when you click it open, you're going to see the guide, how you can get access, your different payment options for actually purchasing the book. You can do everything through Cengage MindTap for this course. There's also a MindTap mobile app. I would advise against completing your assignments on your mobile phone. It's a little bit easier to do it on a laptop or even a larger tablet. But if you need to do it on your mobile phone, you can do it as well too. So make sure you read over the student quick guide on how to register. This way you have a good idea of what you need to do before you do register. So once you read the student quick guide, then click on the link under the Cengage class registration section at the top of Titanium, which is this link located here, and I want you to go ahead and register for the Cengage MindTap class. And then number 5, you're going to complete a diagnostic exam. This diagnostic exam, you will complete it in 1 hour and 15 minutes. This diagnostic exam, it's not going to count towards your grade, but it will count for 5 points participation. So if you complete it, you're going to get 5 points. If you don't complete it, you're going to get a 0. And you're going to complete this diagnostic exam. It's going to give me an idea of where you stand with your writing skills. These diagnostic exams aren't meant to show me how good of a writer you are or what you know about writing. That's something we're going to be learning throughout this course. This diagnostic exam is really to give me an idea and the university an idea of where our students stand when they come into these classes. And by the end of this class, you're going to be taking these in-class writing assignments, which are going to be exactly like this diagnostic exam, and you're going to have a good idea of how to do them, how to complete them. So go ahead and complete that diagnostic exam. You're going to need to complete it on a Microsoft Word document and upload it back into this link, which we'll go over shortly. But when you are completing this diagnostic exam, don't stress out about it. I don't want you to worry about it too much. You can't ask me questions on how to do something or where to get information. This is something where you're going to be tested on what you know right now. So when you do complete it, just make sure you complete it. You upload it back up here in Titanium, and you complete this by Sunday night. So let's go ahead and click on diagnostic exam. So make sure to read the directions before beginning. You want to make sure you upload your file as a Microsoft Word document, and make sure to upload it by the end of the week on Sunday, August 27th by 11:55 p.m. Again, this is a diagnostic exam, so I can't answer any questions regarding formatting, content, etc. This is just to let me know where you currently stand with your writing skills. So please don't reach out to me to ask me for help with how to write this. You can do that going forward on other class assignments, on other projects that we're going to be working on. This is a diagnostic. This diagnostics gives me an idea of where, again, you are currently at with your writing. So go ahead and click on this diagnostic PDF, and we'll go ahead and open it up. And this is what it looks like. It's an internal information message. What I want you to do is I want you to read the prompt. This is the prompt. Everything that is highlighted on my screen is the prompt. The prompt is going to be in the box. And underneath is your task, what you need to do, your expected student outcomes, and your assessment measures on what I'm going to be looking for. So please complete this. Make sure to upload it by Sunday night. I do not accept any late papers for anything after Sunday night, unless you do have a some kind of note from either a doctor, or if it is an excuse that pertains to why you turned it in late and it is a valid reason, then I can consider it, but only will I consider it then. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and upload it. You're going to see a link where you can upload it. Here, this is the teacher version. This is where I can see who submitted it and who hasn't submitted it. So make sure to complete your diagnostic exam, please, by the end of the week. So again, you can see these are the tasks you need to complete for this week. One of the tasks that I'm going to go ahead and add in here as well too is watching this video. You want to make sure you watch the video each week. This is going to be our lecture. This is something that you need to complete every week. This video is going to tell you what we're going to be doing for the week. We're going to go over different chapters, and that way it gives you an idea of what you need to do. But I don't have the video on here yet because I'm actually currently recording it. So what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and edit this. Oops, let me go back here. So I will have this as usually the first item for you to complete. Watch the weekly class video lecture. So once I'm done recording it, you will see the video up here as well too. You can click on it, watch it through Titanium, and go from there. So each week you're going to have to watch this video. This is like our lecture. This is like our in-class lecture, as if we were meeting face to face. So please make sure to watch the video each week. Very, very important. So again, going back, these are the tasks you need to complete this week. Every week you're going to have your tasks listed up here. So for next week, once we finish week 1, underneath here, week 2 will appear, and all the information underneath here will be up by Monday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. and that's where you're going to go ahead and complete your tasks for next week. So what I'd like to do now is go over our syllabus. Keep in mind, I do change the syllabus once in a while throughout the term, and it's really only changed to benefit the students. So if I feel that you guys may not be ready to take an exam, or if I feel you may need an extra week to complete a homework assignment because maybe there was problems with Cengage MindTap for 2 days and they were having IT issues, I will go and I will change the syllabus and I will upload the new syllabus here. I will delete this old one and I'll upload the new syllabus, and I'll let you know that there's an updated syllabus as well too. So let's go ahead and go over our syllabus for this course. So at the top of the syllabus, again, my contact information. I have all my information on here. I have my mobile phone number, my email. The best way to contact me is usually by email or mobile phone. I usually respond to emails within 24 hours, even on the weekends. I respond, especially since this is an online class. I will try my best to respond to you within a few hours if it's within normal business hours. So we're going to be meeting 3 times, and I have this in the syllabus schedule as well, but I also put it up here and it's highlighted in yellow. We're going to be meeting on Friday, September 22nd, Friday, October 20th, and Friday, December 8th. And if you have any issues with Titanium or any kind of IT logging in issues, the IT help desk is available 24 hours a day, 7 days per week. And the phone number is located right here. It's 657-278-8888. And then underneath we have the Oasis contact information. This is for the online academic strategies and instructional support. They're only open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So keep in mind you do have people you can contact if you are having IT issues. You know, if you're having a computer issue or you can't log into Titanium, don't ask me on how I can help you log in, because I'm not going to have the answer for that. That's in the hands of the IT department. Again, Titanium, very important. Please be sure to log into Titanium each week to complete your tasks, view lectures, and communicate with other students. Again, if you're having technical difficulties, please read the section in the syllabus titled Technical Difficulties, which we will be going over shortly. Of course, your prerequisites for the class and your learning objectives. So upon completion of this course, you will be able to apply fundamental strategies and techniques of business communication to prepare business correspondence, reports, and presentations. So what this means is you're going to have a great idea on how to write certain types of business letters: a persuasive business letter, a sales business letter, a direct business letter, a negative business letter. You're going to have a great idea on how you could write these letters, memos, or emails. What kind of content do you put in these letters, memos, or emails? So keep that in mind, that you're gonna, after this class, you're gonna have a good understanding on how to communicate in the workplace. And that's something employers are looking now at these days. They want to see how well you communicate. Are your emails sloppy? Are they written, with misspelled words? These are kinds of things that employers are going to be looking at, and it's extremely important for you to have a good sense of understanding on how to write in the business world. So please keep in mind that you're going to be doing a lot of writing in this class, but at the same time, it's going to be writing that's going to help benefit you for your future in your job that you get for the future. And of course, the required text for this book is the Mary Ellen Guffey and Dana Lowy Business Communication. It's the 9th edition. But again, when you register for the Cengage Mind Tap, you're going to go ahead and purchase that book through there. So you will have online access to the book. And what's great about it too is our lectures that I'm going to be giving you are going to pertain to the online book. So it's going to coincide with what you see on your screen as well too. So when I'm lecturing, you're going to see the exact same thing in your book as well. Class participation and attendance, it's 15% of your grade. Your participation in weekly class assignments and activities is extremely important. This includes practice worksheets, quizzes, and participation. Borderline grades will be raised or lowered depending on the amount of your contributions. So if you didn't complete a few of the weekly activities for the writing assignments, I'm going to see that, and that will affect your grade. This course will conform to the CSUF withdrawal policies. Of course, you get 2 absences, no questions asked. So if you're not able to view something and I've closed it out, and you tell me, Professor, I was not able to log in last week. I had, a family emergency. I had to travel out of state. Can you please open this up for me? That's going to count as 1 absence towards you. And of course, if you're unable to attend class for any reason, if you're unable to log into Titanium, please email me immediately so we can figure something out for you. If you must be out, and you're not going to be able to turn something in the future, maybe you have to go out of town for something, a family emergency, you can email me in your assignment early or just let me know about it. It's your responsibility to get any notes from a classmate and master any missed material on your own. 1 missed major assignment will lower your grade substantially. Please keep in mind, I do not give makeup exams. No late papers will be accepted. And of course, in-class assignments are due when the allotted time has elapsed, and you may not make up missed in-class assignments. And there's the MCBE assessment activities. MCBE is the Mahalo College of Business and Economics, for those of you who don't know. The programs offered at MCBE at Cal State Fullerton are designed to provide every student with the knowledge and skills essential for a successful career in business. So this class is going to give you that foundation of how to write in a business organization. When you get your job, what kind of tools are you going to use to make sure that you are writing up to par where you need to write. And of course, assignments. All assignments will have an assignment sheet with clearly defined expectations, and the due dates are outlined in the course syllabus. Just make sure to review the course assignments and due dates and plan your semester accordingly. Your communication. So the primary means of communication will be via Titanium and email. So students are required to use their CSUF email account for all course correspondence. Please don't email me from your Gmail or your AOL account or your Yahoo account, because I may not get that email if it picks it up as spam. You need to make sure to use your fullerton.edu email address. And of course, when sending an email, please make sure to have the class and section number in the subject line. Think of this: I have 4 online classes, and in each online class, I have 33 students. That's over 120 students that I am constantly communicating with. So if you send me an email and saying, hey, professor, is it okay if I turn in my assignment early next week? Well, which course are you in? Are you in 201? Are you in 301? Which section are you in? Just make sure you give me an idea of which course you are in. So there are 3 exams in this class. Each exam will be an in-class writing assignment on the days we meet. No makeup exams are given unless there is a documented emergency. So you must come to those 3 class meetings we are meeting on. To succeed in this course, make sure to attend every class meeting, submit assignments when due, and get serious about writing effective letters, memos, and reports, and work well in groups. Look, being a business major, I know for some of you, writing may not be your strongest point. Some of you may be more into, finance or marketing. You may not have a strong English background from coming from literature or history, and you didn't come from a strong writing background. Well, in this course, we're going to be we're going to learn how to write in a business style. It's completely different from what you were taught with English 101 writing writing a 5-paragraph essay with a thesis statement and supported conclusions and et cetera, et cetera. This is a whole new different style of writing. It's a very difficult class, but it's not difficult if you do all the readings, you do all your assignments, and it's something that's going to really help benefit you, not just for your own self. It's going to actually benefit the people you work with too. When I work with others who write well, put and compose wonderful emails that make it easy for me to read and understand, it makes my job a lot easier as well. So please keep this in mind. And again, each assignment is graded according to the class rubric, so please, again, make sure to read over that. And as we discussed, literacy is a threshold category. You need to make sure that you have a good, solid understanding on how to write using grammar properly when you are writing. And of course, all assignments must be typed. No handwritten assignments are accepted. And here is the emergency policy for CSUF. Since we are meeting online, we will only be meeting 3 times face-to-face, but if there is an emergency evacuation, please familiarize yourself with what you need to do to be prepared. Disability support. If you do have a disability or you are registered with the DSS, please just let me know, reach out to me. That way we can make sure you have the accommodations you need for this class. Ethics are very important in this class. Analyzing multiple business perspectives when approaching different communication situations. You will understand that ethical responses and strategies in one situation may present ethical dilemmas in another situation. We're going to be talking about ethical situations, especially in business communications. And of course, academic integrity. Plagiarism is a failure to cite the source of your information or language. In other words, it means presenting someone else's work as your own. Do not copy and paste from the internet. Even if it's a credible source, do not copy and paste. You need to write things in your own words, and if you do paraphrase something and you do use it as a source, you need to make sure that you cite it as a source. And any incident of academic dishonesty, including plagiarism, cheating, or submitting falsified work, will result in an F on the assignment, possibly for the entire course, and likely additional university-level disciplinary action. Look, don't cheat. It's as simple as that. If you do wish to quote or paraphrase someone, you must use the APA documentation format, which we will be discussing in this class. And for more information on CSUF's student conduct policy, you can go ahead and click on this integrity link right here. Make sure to save all your papers and your assignments until the end of the semester. Always back up your computer files and print hard copies on all of your work. I like having a cloud-based service. I use iCloud, and I upload all my work onto iCloud. Not only does it save it for me automatically, but if something happens to my computer, I can still access it from the cloud. Here are the course requirements for your minimum hardware and software specifications. Depending on your operating system, this is what's recommended. This is the minimum you need to have. Your processor, your memory, etc. Just make sure you have all of these up to par. So here's the technical difficulties. So what to do? The IT Help Desk and Oasis, which is up here at the top. These are the 2 contact information right here. They provide computer support for the course. These computer experts handle all computer-related issues and technical questions, such as maybe trouble logging in or technical difficulties with exams or quizzes. If you're having a problem where you can't get in an exam or quiz, you need to call them up immediately. So like if your quiz grade doesn't post, I'm not the person that can help you with that technical issue. You need to please immediately contact technical support so the issue can be resolved. And if you do experience technical difficulties, you should file an online help report immediately. And please note that your communication must be by email only to help desk or to Oasis. That way you don't communicate with the instructor for questions related to computer problems, as I can't help you with any technical issues. And again, you're going to be viewing high resolution images, therefore you're strongly encouraged to take this course and quizzes via a high-speed internet server. Dial-up connections may also impede your exam quiz time. Students have reported issues using laptops, iPhones, iPads while taking exams, quizzes. You're advised not to use laptops, iPhones, or iPads for exams or quizzes, as images do not always download correctly. Remember, it is your responsibility to have a fully functioning computer. Consequently, the instructor will not consider computer-related excuses for the failure to meet this course requirements. And make sure you go over all these computer skills. In order to participate successfully in this class, you must have a strong general computer skills mindset. How to use computers, how to open up a Microsoft Word document, how to save it, etc., etc. And the netiquette. Netiquette, for those of you who don't know, it's online communication, and it's an important avenue for this class since we will be communicating online. So if we have a discussion board activity for that week, you need to make sure to be considerate of others. Have that etiquette. You need to be nice. You can't flame in the discussion board. You can't use foul language. You can't put other people down. If you disagree with something, you can disagree with something, just do it respectfully. And of course, emails received Monday through Friday will be returned within 24 hours. Emails received on weekends or holidays will be returned the following business days. On all emails, please begin the subject line with, for this example, it's BUAD 301, but for this class, it's going to be BUAD 201. Make sure you put your class in the subject line so I know where it's coming from. Please allow up to 2 weeks for assignments to be graded and returned. Some assignments will be evaluated quickly. Longer assignments will take a little bit more time. And of course, use appropriate grammar. While email seems casual, all communication should reflect the context, and these courses are a professional environment. So make sure to read through all of these, my chat room expectations, inappropriate questions, what your responsibilities are, so you have a good idea. And students are asked to register for the services of the CSUF Career Center as part of your unit on career development. For information, you can go to their website here. And of course, a professional demeanor. Part of receiving a university education from this school is learning the functional content of your chosen field. Students are expected to log into class each week and complete weekly activities on time. Remember, this is your responsibility, and use appropriate language. So now we're going to get to the fun stuff. So this is a typical standard class with your A, A minus, B plus, B, B minus, C plus, and C. Keep in mind, a C minus in this class is actually considered a failing grade, and you will have to retake it. So make sure you are above 72%. You are 73 or above for a passing grade. So let's go ahead and scroll down to see what assignments we're going to be completing for this term. Here I have each one of your assignments listed along with their points, the work location, and the due date of each assignment. You can see the first two listed, which is the MindTap digital homework and your class participation. These are going to be due on a weekly basis. They may not be due each week, just depending on what we have planned for that week, but they're going to be due throughout different weeks of the term. The 3 items highlighted in blue are going to be the 3 items we're completing in class for those 3 days we meet. So for the first day we meet, when we meet on September 22nd, we're going to be completing a direct message in class. You're going to have the entire 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete this direct message. Keep in mind, this is about a month away. So during this month, we're going to learn how to write, how to use the tools in a business environment when we are writing. So it's going to give you a good enough time to really understand and grasp the stuff we're going to be learning for business writing. Then our next class when we meet on October 20th is going to be a persuasive message. This is going to be in class as well, and you're going to have a total of 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete it. And then on the third and final day we meet, we're going to be taking our final exam, which is going to be on December 8th, and this is going to be worth 250 points. We're also going to have other assignments due, your negative news message, your career packet. You're going to have an executive summary, a group project, which you're going to be working with other students in this class, a sales message, and of course an APA research report. And underneath here we have the weekly schedule of what we need to do for each week. So you can see here for week 1, we are currently completing our introduction course expectations, the diagnostic exam, which you're going to have to complete. And on this column, this is where we're going to have our assignments and due dates. So you're going to you're going to have to buy your textbook, review the syllabus, and of course MindTap setup. You're going to have to complete that, and everything is going to be due by August 27th, which is this Sunday. Then the following week, we're going to be completing chapters 1 and 2. I'm going to be posting a lecture on these 2 chapters, and you're going to have the MindTap homework due for chapters 1 and 2. But with the first week, I like giving you guys an extra week to complete it. So it's not going to be due on September 3rd, but rather it's going to be due on September 10th. This will give you an extra week. That way, if you have any technical difficulties with Cengage MindTap, or if you're having trouble accessing the book or even purchasing it, at least you have that extra week to complete your chapters 1 and 2 MindTap homework assignments. Then the next week, chapter 3, we'll be talking about intercultural communication, and your chapter 3 and 4 MindTap homework will be due on September 10th, which is 1 week after when we start it, and then so on and so on. With chapter 5 on week 4, that's going to be due on September 17th. So when we begin to discuss each week on that Monday of each week, your assignments will be due on that Sunday. And I like putting in our syllabus and in the schedule when we're going to be discussing certain projects. So during week 4, I'm going to discuss your APA report. This is when we'll go over the assignment. You're going to read through the APA report. I'm going to post it on Titanium, and that way you have an idea of when we're going to be discussing certain projects. And you can see here your APA research report is going to be due at the end of the semester on December 17th. So make sure to go through our fall schedule, familiarize yourself with what's going to be due, when we're going to be meeting as a group in person. That way you can have a better understanding of what to expect in the upcoming weeks. So again, please make sure to complete everything for this week. Make sure to read through our syllabus, familiarize yourself with what's going to be due on each week. Make sure to go over our 2 grading rubrics, which is the class grading rubric and also the speaks grading rubric as well. And of course, make sure to register for our Cengage class registration. This is where you can purchase your textbook. You will have online access to the textbook, and this is where you're going to be completing your homework assignments. And again, if you have difficulties with Cengage MindTap or logging in or purchasing an item, please make sure to call them at this number, or if it's something that you need to complete over the weekend and you're not sure if anybody's going to be there to help you out, you can also get support online by clicking on this link. It will take you to the Cengage Support Center. All you need to do is tell them if you're a student, you would click here, and then going forward, this will kind of break down what your issue is that you need to finish for this week. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Again, you can reach me on my mobile phone, which is right here. You can shoot me a text message, you can give me a call, or you can even just send me an email to my email account, which is right here as well too. So I want to wish you all the best of luck for this upcoming week. Again, I'm looking forward to teaching this class with you, and I can't wait to dive into week 2 with chapters 1 and 2 next week. I wish you all the best of luck, and again, feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever.